A man living in Mexico claims he's been trapped inside what he believes to be a haunted house, and no matter what he does, he can't seem to leave. According to his story, witnessing paranormal activity is just part of everyday life, and in the footage you're about to watch, he shares a terrifying moment that perfectly shows the supernatural horror he faces regularly. Peering out from behind a wall, something unsettling is caught on camera. Many who've seen the scary video believe it resembles the ghostly head of a figure with long black hair. Cautiously, the man steps forward, too frightened to get too close, but just as he nears the spot, the entity vanishes without a trace. So, was it truly a ghost? And is this man genuinely stuck living inside a haunted house? Let us know what you think in the comments. An urban explorer who goes by the name Native Penguin was checking out the abandoned grounds of the Cherokee Heritage Center in Park Hill, Oklahoma. The property, which includes several old structures, was built atop the original site of the Cherokee Female Seminary, a girls' boarding school that tragically burned down in 1887. As he wandered through the quiet area, Native Penguin suddenly heard something he couldn't explain.
Am I tripping, or is there something going on in here? What the? Conduct our services in both languages, Cherokee and English. And when we have a completely Cherokee audience, then it's all about in the Cherokee language. They all need the hymns that were sung years ago. O Senhor, ligada o Koiga Ahani, Idadaki Sani, Idjalagi. After moving to Indian Territory, Cherokee Nation set aside 1 acre of ground for ancient church congregation. Moravians, Baptists. Dude, that's so creepy. Why is this?
Despite the center being shut down for years, a strange automated message could be heard echoing from within one of the derelict buildings. Curious and a bit unsettled, he peered through the dusty windows to see what might be causing it, and what his camera captured was deeply unsettling.
Okay. Dude, that scared me. I was like, there's someone in there. At Mount Zion Church, where I pastor, we conduct our services in both languages, Cherokee and English. And when we have a completely Cherokee audience.
Behind an old wooden stove, a white, misty figure appears to glide past, then vanishes without a trace. Some viewers believe it looks like a girl wearing a long white dress, possibly a ghost tied to the seminary's dark past. Could Native Penguin have filmed the spirit of one of the students who perished in the flames so long ago? Or was it just a trick of the light? Let us know what you think in the comments. Reddit user Crazy Grapefruit 415 usually meets up with a close group of friends once or twice each week for their usual poker nights. The location never changes. It's always at the same buddy's place, a quiet house no one ever thought twice about. But one evening, the lighthearted game took a dark and unexpected twist. The conversation shifted toward the paranormal, and that's when Crazy Grapefruit found out something spine-chilling. The home they'd been playing in might be haunted. Naturally, he brushed it off with a laugh, until one of the guys pulled out a video, and just like that, the room went silent. At exactly 10:44 p.m., inside the faintly lit space, a security camera recorded something deeply disturbing. One of the chairs around the poker table abruptly pulled backward, as if some invisible force, or a ghost, had just taken a seat. A moment later, another chair eerily drifted away from the table with no one near it. The motion-activated camera began shifting its focus, sweeping across the room until it stopped and locked onto a window. Behind the glass, two glowing eyes stared through the blinds. A pale, ghostly face was pressed against the pane, completely motionless, just watching. Though the camera kept reacting like something was moving nearby, there wasn't a single soul visible. So what kind of supernatural force was shifting those chairs? And who, or what, was silently watching from outside? The Rebaliati Hotel in Lima, Peru has earned a dark reputation for being one of the most haunted places in the region. In January 2024, a terrifying video surfaced on social media, filmed deep inside the morgue of the former hospital, and it quickly left viewers unnerved.
Miren, esa camisa anda sola, chicos. Estoy con los pelos de punta. Mira.
In the clip, an unoccupied hospital bed eerily begins to roll forward on its own. The big question is, how is it moving? Many believe an unseen force or paranormal entity is responsible. But could it really be a ghost at work here? Or is there another explanation? Let us know what you think down in the comments. Larry, the man behind the Work Less, Enjoy Life More YouTube channel, is known for sharing peaceful RV journeys through the mysterious landscapes of the American Southwest. But in 2022, while traveling with his two loyal Chihuahuas, Mason and Marty, he unknowingly stepped into something far darker. While setting up camp in a remote Arizona forest, Larry looked forward to a quiet escape. But as night fell and he began preparing dinner, the serenity turned into a nightmare straight out of a horror movie.
Gonna get it lit up here. Oh yeah. I hear somebody walking outside. And they knocked.
Out of nowhere, a loud knock echoed from the RV door, startling him into complete stillness. Heart pounding, Larry went silent, refusing to make a move. Instinctively, he reached for his weapon, sensing that anyone wandering in the pitch-black woods likely didn't have good intentions. Then came the unmistakable sound of slow footsteps circling his camper, followed by another sharp knock and the sickening sound of flesh dragging along the metal siding. The paranormal atmosphere was thick. Eventually the sounds faded, and though no further disturbances came, Larry barely slept a wink. At first light, filled with dread and still shaken by the unexplained encounter, Larry packed up his things and wasted no time fleeing the area. Whether it was a ghostly spirit, a supernatural entity, or someone with twisted intentions, Larry never found out. But for viewers of his channel, this night remains one of his most haunting and disturbing experiences ever documented on the road. Paranormal investigators, Elliot and Joe, the creators behind the Ghost Theory YouTube channel, embarked on a chilling journey to explore an abandoned mansion rumored to be haunted. They were tipped off by a subscriber who emailed them her terrifying encounter inside the house. According to her, the place radiated a strange, overwhelming energy, something she had never felt before. As she turned a corner and glanced up the staircase, an icy sensation rushed through her, and an inner voice screamed for her to flee. She bolted out, convinced this was a prime location for Elliot and Joe to investigate. After surveying the property, they eventually found an entry point into the decaying structure.
But there was a bang on the floor.
That can't have been a curtain.
What was that?
Hello? Who are we speaking to? Can you come up to us? Because I get the feeling that we are speaking to someone. I felt really nervous all of a sudden. Oh, what was that? That was a big bassy sound. And not here, like... It sounds like there's like the walls are talking.
I've just got a really horrible sensation through this bit here.
They wandered through the mansion room by room, cautiously inspecting the ruins. As they pushed deeper inside, something seemed to stir. The ghost hunters gathered around the staircase, asking questions aloud and attempting to engage with any lingering presence.
See, we believe that you're here. Just use as much energy as you can to show yourself, or you don't even have to show yourself, but making a loud, distinctive sound would be amazing.
That was on the stairs. That was 100% on the stairs.
I heard it. Thank you.
Does that mean you're able to walk down the stairs to us?
Later, in another wing of the mansion, the team resumed their efforts to make contact. That's when they heard it, an unexplained sound from close by. Fortunately, one of their stationary cameras caught the moment on film, capturing what could only be described as a disturbing, possibly supernatural noise. Believing the source may have come from the upper floor, they cautiously ascended the stairs. But what came next sent chills down their spines.
Okay. It's a very strange place so far. We've probably been here for 5 hours. not investigating 5 hours, we've just been here. Okay, well, we've been calling out for a few hours now in this building to see if there's someone here who can try and talk to us. We think that maybe we have been talking to someone. You may have been doing things for us, but we're not 100% sure yet. And we don't want to keep on asking the same thing. We don't want to keep asking you, can you...
Then, something strange happened. The atmosphere in the house seemed to change entirely. The oppressive tension that had followed them suddenly lifted, replaced by a stillness that felt just as unnatural. Whatever was there had either retreated or was waiting.
It's what I'm not getting anything anymore. I get no vibe whatsoever.
It's just suddenly gone, isn't it?
Yeah. What an odd thing.
I bet you that means that we don't stop recording because
Well,
there's going to be like a big or something, isn't there? Yeah, it's going to be like, yeah, I'm gone, but I'm not. I'm going to scare the crap out of you in a minute.
but it's not just quiet. It literally feels it's weird because it's rained and then it's like the feeling's gone.
Yeah.
Despite the rising dread, a final scare never materialized. For Elliot and their audience, the question remains, was it truly paranormal activity, or did the ghost stories they heard amplify every sound and shadow? Either way, the haunting energy of that place was impossible to ignore. Paranormal explorers Stephen Dillon from the Haunted Nights YouTube channel embarked on a chilling investigation of the Jonesville rest home. This abandoned care facility has been shut down for less than 2 years, but its dark history runs deeper. It once operated as a school from the 1930s to the 1960s before becoming a retirement home. With its closure still recent, reports of ghost sightings and paranormal activity inside are disturbingly fresh. Eager to uncover the truth, Steve entered alone and quickly dove straight into the eerie investigation.
Hello? My name is Steve. I've come here to talk to you tonight. I don't mean you any disrespect. I don't mean you any harm. You're not in trouble. You don't have to leave. I'm just here to kind of learn about you in this building. We know it was a school for a while, and then a rest home or a nursing home. Is there anybody in here that would like to communicate with me tonight? Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay, I hope the mic picked that up.
As he made his way through the pitch-black corridors, strange noises echoed around him, sharp bangs and mysterious knocks coming from the empty rooms nearby. Soon after, Dillon joined him inside, where Steve described the creepy sounds he had just heard. It didn't take long before Dillon experienced the same spine-tingling phenomena for himself.
Hello?
It was on the stairs.
Was on the stairs toward the basement?
Yeah.
That's what I was saying too, like, I could hear the voices and then I would hear movement.
What is that? It sounds like it's like either right on this side or right here. I don't see anything though.
It almost sounds like, I couldn't just, like the one thud I heard, it sounded like somebody like almost closed something, like a closet or a cabinet or something. It was like a thud. Hello? I think I heard you a little bit ago. Down there. Down there. Down there. That's what I mean.
Sounds like it's on the door.
That's what I mean.
As they moved deeper down the shadowy hallways, The unsettling sounds only grew more frequent.
What was that?
I think it messed up.
Oh,
What does it sound like?
I thought something hit something.
Oh.
Like metallic.
That wasn't
That's
metallic.
what I mean. That's what I heard. Like metallic.
That wasn't
That's
metallic.
what I mean. That's what I heard. Metallic.
That wasn't
That's
metallic.
what I mean. That's what I heard.
And you still want to talk to us, we'd still love to talk to you. You just have to make yourself known. Either make a noise or interact with one of these devices.
What was that?
Sounded like it was in there.
Sounded like something moved.
Yeah. It honestly sounded like when someone like either sits on a bed or stands up. Like the springs on the bed. You know?
Yeah. So weird. Because it feels like it's still lived in. What is that? What is that? What is that?
Was it like humming? It
Yes.
was like singing.
What the hell was that?
It was like a male voice.
Hello? It was like, ooh.
There it is.
Ooh.
Yeah. Hello?
Sounds like downstairs.
Yeah.
Holy. Holy. Holy.
When a loud bang echoed from what sounded like a door slamming shut below, they decided to investigate the basement, and that's where the paranormal energy truly intensified.
Yes. She's in?
No, something just pulled on my sweatshirt. I thought I was on the edge of this and I wasn't touching it. Oh, that was, I thought the side of my pocket got stuck on this.
Yeah, like hooked on it?
So I turned to move and I was here. Dude, that was actually a pretty solid, I legitimately thought I was hooked on, I didn't know if I was hooked on to here, but I'm not even close to that, and this door moves. So I wouldn't have,
It would have came with you, yeah.
dude, that was really, really weird. It was like right here, and it felt like it went like this. Like
push you back?
Straight back this way. Like something was like right here. That's why I thought I was stuck on the door.
Yeah.
What the hell was that?
What'd you hear?
Did you see me jump?
Yeah. What was
Oh
that?
my God, dude. I don't know if that was a voice or somebody like shh, like that.
Steve later stepped outside, leaving Dylan alone inside the haunted building for a solo session. With the lights out, Dylan activated the Spirit Talker app to try communicating with any spirits present. But the responses he got weren't just unsettling, they were beyond what he was prepared for.
So if you do have any messages for us, now's the time to let us know. Oh, I see what Steve means. Yeah, I forgot there's a mirror right there. That just kind of scared me a little bit.
Agony.
Jeez. That scared me, bro. It said agony. Are you in agony? I'm sorry to hear that. Ooh, that was a really weird, dude. Oh my gosh, that was really strange. Oh, wow. Okay, so I have like my sleeves kind of rolled up. It felt like someone just ran their hand, like their finger, down my arm. I had my arm just like at my side like this, right? It felt like someone just ran like a single finger down my arm. Ooh, that was bizarre.
By the end of the night, both Steve and Dylan claimed they felt as if something had physically touched them. Combined with the disturbing noises that filled every corner of the building, their experience added even more chilling evidence to the claims that the Jonesville rest home is truly haunted. The USS Hornet, a colossal World War II-era aircraft carrier, earned the chilling nickname, the Gray Ghost, not only for its stealth in combat, but because it's said to be one of the most haunted ships in America. After playing a key role in World War II and the Apollo space recovery missions, the ship became a place of tragedy. Over 300 sailors lost their lives aboard, through war, fatal mishaps, and an unusually high rate of suicides. With such a grim history, It's no surprise that the decommissioned vessel has become known for paranormal activity. Tools moving unaided, phantom footsteps echoing in the halls, and ghostly figures dressed in military uniforms seen roaming the decks. In this chilling segment, an overnight investigation by Broken Wings Paranormal turns up an overwhelming number of scary encounters.
Put the camera on.
Who's doing that?
It's okay. You can still touch it. All it does is just let us know that you're nearby. You can also draw the energy from it if you need it.
Shortly after the team begins their sweep through the ship's darkened passageways, investigator Susie gasps out of nowhere.
Who are here?
See, I think I might be walking behind us because all of a sudden, like, I'm super itchy.
What the
Dude, you scared the shit
It's
out
not
of
on
me.
my legs aren't on camera.
Why?
It literally felt like something grabbed my pant leg.
As I was saying, I felt super
Yeah.
itchy, like something's walking behind us.
She says she felt a sharp tug on her pant leg, like an invisible hand had just tried to get her attention.
That shocked me.
Just seconds later, their equipment records an eerie, disembodied voice, captured without anyone speaking.
Isn't Mom's great?
No, this is.
Okay, I'll be Erica tonight.
There's a voice before we even said anything. Did you hear that? Okay.
Though faint, the voice is clearly audible, enough to give the entire group goosebumps, as if a ghost had leaned in and whispered directly into the microphone.
Maybe?
Trust me.
It's definitely 2 syllables.
Trust me.
Trust me. Yeah, that's what I get. Wow. Wow. That's crazy.
Ooh, chills.
Only minutes later, the team makes a request, asking any spirit present to show a sign.
My back.
No way.
What's it saying? I can't understand what it's saying, but it's there.
Oh my
I
gosh.
think it says leave here.
Leave here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Leave here.
Something's walking behind us.
After.
Play it back.
Okay.
The reply is a male whisper, so unmistakable that even the most doubtful members are left unnerved. Later, while inside one of the ship's sleeping quarters, they attempt another EVP session.
If you just walked in here, can you please go sit at the table?
When one investigator invites any spirit to sit with them, they get an astonishing answer in return.
Go sit at the table. Whoa. It's almost like a...
That's like a sentence.
Just go sit at the table.
I'll go sit at the table. The voice sounds intelligent, deliberate, and it shocks everyone in the room.
Walked in here, can you please go sit at the table? I can hear it better far away.
That is freaking crazy.
We got a sentence.
A full sentence. I will go sit at the table.
But the most unsettling moment comes deeper into the night. At one point, the crew's camera points down one of the long metal corridors and catches something disturbing.
About 4.5 minutes later, a misty shape seems to be standing in the doorway at the end of the hall. It then simply disappears.
A misty, human-like figure slowly comes into view. As they review the footage, the outline appears to be a shadow entity below deck, definitely not part of the crew. By sunrise, Broken Wings Paranormal had collected a trove of ghostly evidence. From physical contact to chilling EVPs and visual anomalies, it's hard to dismiss what they encountered. Believers point to the full-body apparition, intelligent voices, and multiple manifestations as signs that several spirits tied to the Hornet's past are still aboard. Skeptics argue that in a place this dark and atmospheric, it's easy to misinterpret things. Audio pareidolia, camera artifacts, or even their own shadows might explain some of it. But with the Hornet's grim legacy and so many reported hauntings, these experiences only strengthen its ghostly reputation. That night, the USS Hornet delivered a wave of paranormal evidence, leaving the investigators both shaken and fascinated. Ghosts or not, one thing is clear.